What's up, guys? So they've gone ahead and released the kits for the new free-to-play Goku and Vegeta that are Super Saiyan Blue, and yeah, we're pretty much gonna take a look at it here. I'm gonna crack on with it. So his tags are obviously Vegeta Clan Saiyan, God Key, Super Saiyan Blue, event exclusive, male. He's a range type as well, and he's a blue. So another blue God Key unit. So we did just get the new Beerus that come out as well. He is also a blue. And it's pretty good too. There is the blue Goku Zenkai, the blue, so he'll get Zenkai buff from him, and a lot of Saiyans. So yeah. Alright, taking a look at his stats, we're gonna put his stats at 5,162. Not the craziest of stats, obviously, because he is a free-to-play unit, but they're not the worst either. I think we should go ahead and put his kit on in-game, to be honest. So just give me a second. Alright, so yeah, 162 to defenses, 158 to blast defense. Not the best defenses. Blast attacks not bad, 251. 240 to strike, not bad. Obviously, they are a free-to-play unit as well. So, alright, taking a look at the main ability here. Draws a blast card, restores ki by 30 and 30% to damage inflicted. Not the. I mean, that is a pretty average main ability I've ever seen on. I mean, he does get the blast card and the key to use it, so we'll give him that, and a damage buff as well. So I guess you just pop this main ability in a combo or whenever you can, really. And they're going ahead looking at his Z ability. He gives 28% to God Key or event exclusive base strike and blast attack. Alright, so they want him to buff obviously other event characters that you can get free, which is pretty cool. I don't mind that. And he gives 18% to characters that are both God Key and Saiyan strike defense. Alright, so to God Key units, he gives 28% to the strike and blast attack, and strike defense 18%. That is a pretty good Z ability if you ask me. For a free to play unit as well, I'm impressed. Alright, applies the following effects when this character enters the battle. Alright, so he gets 30% to his key when he enters, 80% to damage inflicted, cannot be stacked. It can be cancelled though. And he gets reduced damage to 30%. Do you know what? 80%, 30% cannot be stacked. They can be cancelled, so it's not that good, but you know what? It's better than nothing. Increase art card draw speed by 15 timer counts when he enters. That's more like it. Alright, that makes up for a lot, you know. He gets draw speed, looking pretty good, and he gets key as well. So damage inflicted and reduced as well. Applies the following effects yourself when another battle member is hit by strikes or blast cards. Alright, so this is what we've seen in the tweet. 15% to blast damage for 30 timer counts. 10% to special move damage for 30 timer counts. That is a long time, you know, to get damage. So when your teammates, you're probably definitely gonna have these buffs. A lot of the times. If you have a tank unit, you can take 3-4 cards. I mean, this boy is gonna be dishing out what, 60% more to his blast damage and 30% more to his special move count. If you call it this Vegeta in, and he'll get draw speed. Yeah, because that's looking pretty nuts. Now that applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast attack. What? So he gets like the what? So every time you use a card with this guy, he gets key by 5. I mean key by 10. He gets 5% of his own health and 10% to damage inflicted. This guy's not looking bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. I am not gonna lie. That's a lot of health, fam. So you're telling me you throw 4 cards at this guy and he's getting 20% to his health back? Is that a joke? Alright, while this character is on the battlefield, applies the following effects to self every time enemy uses a strike or blast cards. What? So like the same as another member is hit, or as every time he uses it, so he could be on the battlefield as well. Reduces key by 5 of the enemies and gives him more damage inflicted. This guy's looking pretty busted, you know, for a free to play unit. He's looking like a combo king, you know. Wow, I'm impressed. Alright, normal strike, normal blast is 50 moves at long range on. Deals major impact damage, not bad at all. Inflicts enemies with 30% to blast damage received for 15 timer counts. Not a bad 50 move. And what does this green card do? Destroys 2 of your enemy's strike cards, gives you more damage inflicted and minus cost of your blast card. That's pretty good if you ask me. Alright, so this Vegeta is looking pretty good if you ask me. Look at the card art on him. It's beautiful. Wow. Alright, let's head on over to man like Kakura, you know. Boys, he's a red. Can you believe it? He's a red. I knew they had a defense type. Wait a second, one step at a time. They had to make a red. Do you know what I mean? God Key, they needed the Zenkai or they needed a new unit. And he's a defense type as well. Alright, I'm looking pretty forward to this guy, I'm not gonna lie, automatically. The red was always gonna be more valuable. Already he's got better defenses, but obviously not as high on the offenses. 2.4 health, not the worst. Alright, so let's see. Restores own health by 40% when you pop his main. Gives you a Dragon Ball, cancels own enemy attribute upgrades. Is this guy a defensive? I think I'm gonna like this guy a lot, you know. Reduces next damage sustained by 20%. Alright, so he gets defenses, he gets a lot of health, Dragon Balls, and cancels enemies attribute upgrades. Not bad, obviously. Does he get key? He doesn't get key or anything, but I guess we'll take it. It happens after 15 timer counts, so a bit faster than the average one. Alright, so I'm guessing it's a similar Z ability. So 28% to God Key or tag event exclusive base and strike defense this time. So whereas Vegeta gives strike and blast offense, this guy gives defense. And 18% to God Key and Saiyan. Is that an offense? Blast offense. Wow, their Z abilities are correct. I'm not gonna lie. He gets 80% to damage inflicted when he enters, but even more reduced damage received from when the battle starts. Yeah, cannot be cancelled. That's more like it. That is like, this guy's cannot be cancelled. Vegeta's can, but he does get it every time he enters. So Vegeta's can be reset. Nullifies element factors for 40 timer counts, cannot be cancelled. Ultra Gogeta, suck it. Nullifies abnormal conditions for 40 timer counts, so he's immune. Wow. Destroys all your enemies' 50 moves when this character enters the battlefield. Activates 3 times. What? Restores allies key by 20 when this. Wow. So it gives. Wow. So this is quite a lot here. He's given out 80% damage inflicted. Not bad, you know, for a free unit. 40% reduced damage received is quite a bit for a free unit. Now, saying that, his stats aren't the best, but regardless, nullifying element factors, however, for 40 timer counts and abnormal conditions is pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie. So he has no element factor for the first 40 timer counts. And he destroys Ultra Gogeta when he gains that 50. You pop this guy in, and he doesn't get no 50, funnily enough, but obviously he won't be getting element factored. And when you switch him out, it gives allies key. That's not bad. This guy is looking pretty good. Activates 4 times, you know. Alright, so when you cover change with this guy, he's made to be cover changed, I reckon. It's looking by what happens here. He reduces enemies vanishing gauge to 0, activates 4 times. That is a lot of times. It's not really a broken thing, because if you're reducing if it comes off a cover change, you're reducing the gauge, they're in control because they're attacking you. So they're gonna switch out, maybe counter it. It's gonna be hard to use, but I will try and use it as best as we can. So it's not the most broken mechanic. It's definitely a good mechanic though. He puts the sub count up by 3. Wow. Reduced damage received again, obviously. So he's getting nearly a 60% cut. Shortens allies, shortens the sub count to self. Cannot be stacked by 3 when you cover change with him. That's pretty funny. So yeah, when you cover change with him, he does a lot of sub count, more damage received. He shortens your sub count and reduces the gauge, so it's pretty annoying when he switches in. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. So when they've stopped hitting this guy after you've used that cover change, it reduces the key, gives you damage inflicted, and 40% to the next special move damage. Alright, so cover changing with this guy is very important. Speaking of that special move, it is a long range one, major impact, and it just ups the card cost. Not bad, to 5. Can be very annoying. And obviously you can see that I can do a lot of damage if it's off a if the enemy is just comboed here. Your green card minus 20 to, so your special move costs 30, 20% to damage inflicted by allies, and then it ups the card cost again. Alright, so wow, this Goku is looking I'd say a bit better than Vegeta, but then again Vegeta's looking pretty nuts as well with the combo potential and the health recovery he has. Same with this Goku as well, to be honest. With his main ability, 40% to health. I don't know, man. These don't look like the average free-to-play units. I think they're going to be pretty busted. And yeah, I think this Goku has a bit more value because he's a red unit. But saying that, I think the Vegeta is very good as well. And yeah, at that, it's been your boy Neokai, signing out.